Hey everybody, welcome back. This is my office. It's probably a spot that I don't think I've ever filmed in here before. So I got it set up a little while ago because just taking care of business stuff is a lot easier in here than on my kitchen table. So anyway, not a whole lot going on with the truck. It's still all shined up and ready to go from the car show that we did a couple of weeks ago. So there just hasn't been much to do on it. The dash build is pretty much the latest big thing, and I showed you guys all that. It's all done. So I will try to make it out today, though, because I'd like to drain the coolant out of it and run the coolant through a filter, make sure it looks clean, and then I might do some changes to the thermostat just to give some extra assurance on the cooling. We want to make sure the thing stays cool. I think we solved the vapor locking issue and the flow issue. I think we're whittling away at those issues, and everything else is running really good. We got the shocks tuned in. Those new bypasses are working awesome. And if I can get the coolant filtered out and put back in, I might change the oil, throw a couple more fasteners on the hood so it doesn't flop around a little bit. And then we're going to try to do some testing on it this weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday. And I'll get some footage of that and get some in-cab footage finally. This is the GoPro. It kept shutting off. I found out because it gets hot. And I discovered that if you're using the wrong SD card, they shut off. And because this is a 5, it requires a really large, really fast SD card. So I have to get a new SD card. So that also is why I'm not using my new microphones, because I need to get that figured out. But anyway, I'll get that figured out. Hopefully we get some footage of testing this weekend. We're not going to push it too hard because we got to keep the truck in one piece. So we might put like an easy 50 or 100 miles on it, and then hopefully that goes trouble free, and then we'll be good. I'll bring it back, change the oil, get it all cleaned up, because our schedule over the next couple of months is pretty full. In July, the week of the 17th through the 24th, excuse me, we are going to take the race truck up to Oregon. And we're going to be in 2 locations, Medford and Eugene. We're going to be in Medford on July 19th and Eugene on July 24th. And that is for Edge Construction Supplies, big open houses that they have. It's like a big vendor expo. So we get to go up there and finally meet all of our sponsors and make some new connections and new associates and new fans of the race team. So we'll be up there during that week. And then September 9th, we might be back up in Medford for the DeWalt Days, another sponsor of us. And that's on September 9th. Same thing, it's an expo, and we'll be able to meet our DeWalt sponsors. And then September 23rd, 24th, and 25th, that whole week is the Yarrington race in Yarrington, Nevada. And we're going to run that one. I think it's the Yarrington 250. It might be the Yarrington 300. But we'll be up there for that whole week. And that is a pre-run race. So hopefully we can take the Razor up there like the weekend before, and we can pre-run it and then race the following weekend. So that's the plan. And then after that, we're hopefully going to run the rest of the Best in the Desert season for 2022-23. So yeah, that's a ways out though. Right now I'm just trying to stay focused on the next couple of months. But since I haven't been working on the truck, I have been doing a lot of business stuff, fulfilling a lot of orders, and working on Parabellum Racecraft LLC stuff. We got new ink pens. These are pretty fancy. And then business cards. Working on some marketing stuff, trying to learn Google SEO, search engine optimization, and talking to sponsors, and just getting business stuff taken care of. And mostly doing a lot of yard work around the house. since we're not racing and we don't have a truck to build, I'm catching up on all of our house to-dos. We shoveled a lot of decorative rock out front. That really sucks using a shovel. Yeah, getting the front yard looking good. We built a little picnic area out back with a barbecue pit or a fire pit. And then the big thing is we got solar. We got 53 solar panels put on our roof. And so it's all installed. The only thing we're waiting on is the power wire upgrade that goes from the house to the transformer. And the solar company neglected to tell us that we are responsible for that. So at some point this week, I'm going to be running a ditch witch for about 250 feet. I got to dig a ditch 4 feet deep and 250 feet long from the house to the transformer. And then the utility company can come out and give us a wire upgrade so we can finally use our power, our solar power. So anyway, a lot of blah, 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 getting things going, just getting stuff prepared for the next season and catching up on house stuff. So yeah, I will get out to the shop at some point today and get a little bit of footage of what I just said. What did I just say? Oh yeah, coolant and thermostat, I think. I don't know. I'll get out there, I'll remember. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Ring the bell. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's patience. Been kind of busy, but I'll get back on track. And thanks for checking out our website and checking out our products. There's more coming. I've been working on a ton new products that it's going to be going on the website. So yeah, keep an eye out. Thanks everybody. Thanks Edge Construction Supply, DeWalt, Mighty Ties, General Tire, Knack, and who am I missing? LP Engineering, Angel, awesome blower systems. Check them out. All right, be safe. Take care of one another. See you next week. Okay, made it out to the shop. It's really warm out here, so I don't know how long I'm gonna last. I did get a big giant swamp cooler that I'm gonna install on this place, so that'll help. And again, I don't have my microphone, so sorry if I'm quiet. Let me turn this fan off, actually. It's kind of loud. And really all it does is circulate hot air like a blast furnace. Okay, let's see. Anyway, okay, so there's the dash. It's all done. Turned out awesome. I lost our other iPad holder, so I had to order a new one. So that came yesterday. I'll get that mounted maybe today. But in regards to the radiator, I think I'm gonna drain it, and then I might disconnect the top radiator hose and then turn the water pump on and get an idea of our flow rate. But if I do that, I'm not going to get an accurate rate or an accurate idea of the rate because the thermostat is going to be restricted. Now the thermostat does have bypass holes drilled into it, which helped dramatically in cooling the motor. But I just want to confirm that our water pump is flowing a lot. But my theory is, so give you a backstory. While we were sitting in the starting line staging area, we idled for quite a while. I would turn it off just so we didn't burn fuel, but there was moments there where we were idling for quite a while, and it was hot outside, and the engine didn't get over 160 degrees. It was perfect. As soon as we took off from the starting line and gave the engine some load and fuel and RPM, the temperature climbed. It still stayed within a operating range without hurting it. I mean, it was pushing 200, a little over 200, but not too high, but not where I want it to be. This motor should run, especially with this size of radiator, it should stay right in the 160 to 180 range. So my theory is, since I drilled the holes, the bypass holes in the thermostat, and it got a little bit more flow, that's what enabled us to sit and idle for such a long time and stay at a really cool temperature. So I'm wondering if I just take the thermostat out, if I could flow more. And the reason I think we're having this issue is because the radiator is so big and it's pretty high above the motor. If you look, there's the radiator and there's the top of the air cleaner. So the engine's a good, almost a foot lower than that. So that water pump has to push a lot of head pressure to get flow up high. It's got to push the pressure of the hose here and the elevation. So there's a little bit of my firefighting hydraulic experience coming into my mind here, thinking that water pump, even though it's a really good high flow water pump, it's just struggling a little bit with the restriction of the thermostat to push the water uphill. And right now I'm just kind of rambling, thinking out loud a little bit, but it's worth a try and I've got time to test it. So I'm thinking of draining the radiator and then pulling the thermostat out and then running it and seeing what happens. Because it's supposed to be really hot this weekend. And if I can keep this engine cool in the hot weather, we should be good. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm thinking about doing. What I also want to do is, see how flimsy these are? These weren't like this, but we've been leaning on them and we kind of broke the fiberglass a little. I'm gonna put a bracket here. It's supposed to be braced here, and that way it'll hold that up there. So that'll be just a little tiny fab job that I might do, and I might do that first. So anyway, yeah, it's still as it was from the car show, a little dusty, but I haven't done anything to it, except for the dash. I'm pretty excited about how it turned out. Still got a little bit of finish work to do as far as like rounding the corners and stuff, but I'm not too concerned about it. It's fully functionable and it's pretty rigid, and it holds our stuff and gives us more space for down the road. I added a little portal here so we can get to our oil tank. Turned out pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to clean up the edges and round it all off and clean it up, but looks pretty good. This other iPad case will go right here, and like I said, they spin, so Brett can turn them however he wants. That'll go there. Yeah, so anyway, all right, I'll figure out something to do. Okay.
Oh
we're loving this hell on earth, we'll never have to come down, down, so down, and you will see America. In America, in America. I'll still be out on the town. And when we're loving this hell on earth, we'll never have to come down, down, so down, and you will see America. In America, in America. Make it Okay. Yeah, just a little stuff thrown together. Got the hood fastened down, and then you know, the install of the iPad thing, and I made some ABS almost like hook supports for the bedside. So that's pretty much all this little video was. We didn't get out to test, and we're probably not going to this weekend. We're gonna try for next weekend. It's supposed to be like 112 starting today. It's supposed to be like 108 today, and then it's just climbing up through the weekend. So that's just too hot. That's miserable for us. So yeah. So yeah, we'll get some testing done next week, and I got a couple of jobs that came in. A couple of customers want me to put some roll cages in some cars for them. So I'll probably get some footage of that. It'll be kind of something different and cool. So anyway, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. Thanks to everybody that supports us, and keep checking out the website. I'm putting more stuff on there. I know I've said that the last couple of videos, but I'm building it up on the editor, and then I'll just launch it. So there will be a lot more new stuff on there. So check it out. All right. See you next time. Bye.